Hello, evening, afternoon, night. Right, so I'm going to talk to you today about saving the world, I suppose. As a coach, I try and test willingness, and I'll do it by saying, how willing are you? Marks out of 10. Give me a 1, give me a 10. And if somebody says it's about a 9, and I say, well, we're not doing it then, because you're not willing, because you're not committed. So, we're going to talk about your willingness today, and we're going to talk about how you're going to save the world, because I'm not, you are. Hands up who's got or had grandparents. Pretty effective that, isn't it? Never going to fail that one. Right, I want you to do something for me. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine that you are grandparents. Hopefully with most people, grandparents love their grandchildren. So I want you to imagine your grandchild. I want you to think of the colour of their hair. I want you to think how tall they are. I want you to think of their name. Maybe they've got the same name as your grandparents. I want you to think of their faces, the fun that they have, and the life that they're having, and the life that they've got to lead. And I know it's a long way down the track, but I want you to think about that grandchild. I want you to have that grandchild in your head right now. And now I want you to open your eyes. Your grandchild is sat here, and this is a go. Out of 10, how much do you want me, or do you want to stop me, pulling this trigger?
No.
10s?
Yeah.
Everybody's a 10. Okay. I want you to remember that thought and think about this. Because we're going to talk about the world. I've got an energy background. I understand the energy market. And I understand the world and the things, the challenges that it faces. Britain is unique in the world. It's the only country in the world that's committed to the Climate Change Act. There is no other country. And that says that we're going to reduce or take to nothing carbon reduction, carbon energy by 80% by 2050. That ain't going to happen. That act will not work. To do that, we use things like wind farms. Now, wind farms are what have intermittency. It means the wind doesn't blow all the time. Everybody know that the wind doesn't blow all the time? Of course we do. 80,000 we'd need by 2030 to get to that. That's about the size of Scotland. Not going to happen. It's not feasible. The current economy won't support that. Carbon capture and storage. That's where you store some of the energy and you give it back. To build it would increase the energy bill that you pay. I think your energy bills are cheap. By 3-fold. It would increase your energy by 3 times. Nuclear power. Hinkley Point is the current one being built. The current estimate for just one station is 24 billion. The current estimate to meet this target is 1.1 trillion. We'd have to turn most things off for about 10 years. But I don't know about you, but people with businesses, do you want to turn it off? Probably not. You want to make a living. And that's the bad news, but here's the good news. The world doesn't need saving. What you think is not right. Here's why. This number is 4.5 billion. That's how long it's been here. That's how long the world's been here. 0.94% is how long humans have been here. We're not even the expense account of the world. It doesn't care. 248 million years ago was something that happened called the Great Dying. Permian extinction. 96% of everything on the planet died. And the 4% that was left gave everything we've got now. And it will go again. Because it's been around a long time. The world doesn't care. It'll evolve. It'll come back. And it'll be different. It's just you won't be here. That's fine. I liken the world to the dog. If your dog's got fleas and parasites that are taking all its blood out of it, what do? You get rid of fleas, don't you? Well, that's what the world might do. So here's the thing. I want you to think about your behaviour in terms of reducing carbon emission. I want to think about not trying to change the world, it's too big a story. I want to think about you as individuals. Are you holding yourself accountable for helping the human race? Because as I said, the world doesn't need anything. It's absolutely fine, thank you very much. So here's the thing. Do you think you are doing enough in your own behaviour to save ecology and the environment as it is now? Who leaves lights on? Who's got a nice car that drinks a lot of juice? And all the rest of it. The interesting thing as well, actually, about electric cars is we'd have to sell 25,000 electric cars for the next 20,000 years to hit the target we need. But that's a different thing. This is still about your behaviour. So, this is the thing. Hold your hand up if you think you could be better. If you think your behaviour could change in terms of carbon reduction. Because collectively, you can stop this happening. Stop worrying and stop waiting for governments. They ain't going to do it. This is your responsibility, your accountability. And here's the thing. You're not even saving yourself. Close your eyes. Think about your grandchild. We run out of oil in 2050. Our grandparents were in wars in this country. When we run out of oil and some of the resources, you won't believe the conflicts that are going to start that your grandchildren will be in. Now here's the thing. You can help prevent it by changing your behaviour, by turning that light off, by thinking about a less powerful car, by not consuming as much. Open your eyes. Here's your grandchild. Here's the gun. This isn't my gun. This gun is your behaviour. You can stop pulling the trigger.